When I'm thinking about this week's video, I'm thinking along a couple of lines. Firstly, I'm thinking about community. I just received today a lovely package with some seeds and also some really fun bags made out of animal feed sacks that have come from a gardener that lives, 1,000 miles away from me in northern Queensland. And how lovely to receive that present from them. And we've also been sharing in a different way this week. We've had our first ever garden tour. It's for a local community group. We're not planning on having open gardens or anything here, but it just is a lovely reminder of how important community plays as a gardener. And we can do that through online means as well. Which leads me to the other topic. I'm really finding that my own interest in working on the design of Feral Manor is actually coming from watching a lot of videos from other gardeners. Now, they don't necessarily have the same plants that I have or even share the same design sense that I have, but I'm learning a lot about how to make my garden more interesting, and I'll be sharing that with you, and particularly a link to a gardener whose vlogs I just find so inspirational. And she lives in North America, doesn't garden in a climate anything like mine. So you'll find the links to the videos that I'm referring to in the notes below. So let's get on the gardening boots and get out there and get some work done. Enjoy this view of the garden as it stands, because in a short time, it's not going to look like this. We're just about to go into the big end of summer chop, and that will be happening today. I was absolutely stunned to see that some of these sunflowers are actually reshooting and new flowers are coming on. So while I'd originally intended to cut it out, I'm going to leave that. And I've also noticed that there's a second one as well. So I'm taking the other sunflowers out, but yeah, these ones can stay for a while. Boy, I definitely need the loppers for some of these stems. Rats. I just accidentally cut the irrigation pipe instead of just the sunflower root. At long last, it's happening. The grapes are being picked really late this year. Small bunches. Steve's updated his method of working with the grapes this year. No more feet. It's a much smaller crop. Just over 5 kilos of grapes. They're very small and not a lot of juice, but that's not a problem. Grape pressing for beginners. Now both the sticks and the pot are destined for other projects in the garden, which I will need a bit of time to get around to organise. But in the interim, I was inspired by a wonderful channel called Garden Moxie, and she showed a not dissimilar arrangement at one of her local nurseries, just showing what you can do to create a bit of interest in your garden at a quiet time of the year. Not only have I found it in videos of other gardeners working elsewhere, but I've been looking and actually seeing quite a bit around my own suburb. One of the things I quite like is this little vignette, I suppose you'd call it, someone's front yard. I really like the way that this pile of small branches has just become a feature. Another one which I also spotted, which I thought was quite good, is this garden bed at a local Buddhist temple, and just look at how they've picked up the design and the colours that are used in the temple building on their vegetable garden. Isn't it lovely? They've just done such a simple job, but they've really made it a focus of their garden. Oh my word, just how many saffron flowers do we have here today? Watch out for the bees. Thank you so much for joining us this week at Feral Manor. It's been fantastic to share our garden, both in person with members of our local community and to also share it with you no matter where you're watching from. So thank you very much for joining us, and we'll look forward to seeing you next time. Bye for now.